Okay, we're going.
Okay. A car can be more deadly than a weapon if the person driving it has no idea what they're doing. Those were the first words my dad told me whenever he taught me how to drive years ago. Driving can be a dangerous hobby, but it can also be an everyday commodity you can't live without. However, when many people receive their shiny new license in the mail, everything they were taught flies straight out the window. So many accidents can be avoided by gaining simple knowledge of the road. For that reason, I believe there should be a mandatory driving test every time you renew your license. I'll start today by showing you a normal MVD test that most people have to take to get their license before the age of 18. As you can see, if you look at the paper, the questions can range from anything very simple to something very difficult. I would recommend you guys trying it at home. There's no clear information on the New Mexico MVD website with how many questions a standard test comes with. But from a simple questionnaire I took of a couple people a few days ago, it could be from anywhere from 10 to 100. And it really differs highly based on which city you took it in. I also took it upon myself to test a few people using the following sample test that you can get on the website. And at least a few of them have got some of the questions wrong at some point. Now, for myself, I even took it, and I consider myself somewhat of a decent driver. However, laws change and new information is made, and because of that, a lot of people don't know a lot of what's on the new test. So because of that, a lot of the new information gets left behind. And the only way people really find out about it is by getting pulled over or talked to by the cops. Because of this, I think that by having the test, it will actually keep people up to date on information, as most people just don't keep up to that type of information. And because of that, I'd like to move on to my next point, that by giving the test, it will keep people up to date. The website, peoplepress.org, as you can see in reference number 2, you can actually see that around 34% of people nowadays that are below the age of 30 only watch the news to get their information. This means that there's a chance that 66% of people will not know this information unless they use some type of social media or something like that. Now, that wouldn't be say that everybody else would be like that, but if even 80% of people did not find out or did find out about this, that means 20% of people who do not know about it won't know about the new law changes. Knowing as much as you can about the law changes can keep you from getting unnecessary tickets, and it can also keep down on accidents and even possibly death. Simple things like having a test would allow people to keep up to date on these informational law changes, and therefore that would be a good reason behind it as well. Now, my biggest point is that people who are 75 years or older already have to take a mandatory test if the DMV finds it necessary. They also have to renew their license every year if they're above the age of 75. Now, a lot of older people do have physically and mentally got past their age whenever it comes to driving. However, some of them do not. Because of this, I find this kind of a point of reason of ageism, or as you can see in my reference, it's from Merriam-Webster's dictionary. It's a prejudice or discrimination against a particular age group, especially the elderly. Now, this is not a good thing. Some people who are older do need checking, and I do see why they have it. But this could be simply fixed by just treating everybody equally and making everybody take a test. And the ageism problem would just go away immediately. A president such as this, you can't really argue that people shouldn't take these type of tests just because we already have it in play right now. It's just a matter of time before it goes on to everybody. Well, in conclusion, I believe that making everybody take a driving test can make people feel up to date, safer, and less discriminated against. When looking at these reasons above, it's hard to argue that making people take a written test every time they have to renew their license is not a bad idea. Thank you. Any questions?